Hey dreamers, this video is about easy fans. I had never used these before. They were recommended to me by another lash artist who is local, who I met at a local lash artist meetup. It was really nice to go somewhere and meet a whole bunch of other local lash artists. A few of them I was following online. People like Renee Owen and Avalon Artistry. I had already seen their work and thought they were pretty talented people. So when I met Renee Owen, we were just talking about lashes and volume and things like that, and she asked me if I'd be interested in trying her easy fans, which I said yes, absolutely. I love trying new things, guys. Some people prefer hand making their fans, some people prefer pro fans, some people prefer pre-made fans. I'm just open to trying all sorts of different things. Ultimately, I think we should work smarter, not harder. I definitely believe there's a value in incorporating different types of lash products and lash brands within your own kit in order to get the perfect working kit that makes your life as a lash tech way easier. So I tried these easy fans, and the first thing I did was fan them. I wanted to know, well, how do these fan? Are they easy to fan? What do they look like at the base? Do they stay on? How do I use them? So I'm just showing you, first of all, how I picked up the fans. So with the easy fans, you find they're sticky at the base. So they stick together at the base, they don't fall apart. So you can spread them out, and then you can pick them up and you can see, oh, they're all together. I don't have to dip them in order to bring the actual fan together. When trying to figure out if I could pick up the fan and keep it all intact, I would wiggle my tweezers. So I would clench them down, wiggle my tweezers, looking for the sweet spot. Have I got them all? Yes, no, move it, and then take it off. What I did like about these, which is quite a surprise, is that if you wiggled your tweezers and then you took the fan off and you lost a couple, you still had a fan, because the actual product that was holding them all together at the base still kept the ones that were stuck there in a nice fan formation. So it wasn't like, oh my god, now my fan looks uneven and looks terrible. They are actually quite easy to fan, and they're very easy to use if you use them in a specific way. For me, I found the bigger fans were a little bit too big for the base, and I had to use them more like a pre-made fan. So I found I really had to attach them underneath the natural lash, if that makes sense. If you use pre-made fans, you'll know what I mean, because they just attach better. It hugs the lash more if it's applied underneath the natural lash. So with the bigger easy fans, that's what I did. I applied them underneath rather than on top. So I'm using 0.05 thickness lashes. They're C-curl and they're 10mm length. And I found I really liked how to use them and how the base worked when I used them between 4 to 5D fans. So if there was 3 fans, that's fine. If there was 4 or 5, that's great. When they were getting a bit bigger, I had to place them differently on the lash. So for me, it's still about having a base on the lash that blends nicely with the natural lash. Now when I show you lashes up close and adhering these fans to the natural lashes, the bases look huge. They do. They just do look like that in the actual video form. That's it's so minute and little that it looks like it really stands out, but at the end they all blend together really nice. So I've got a lot of examples on this video of me fanning the lashes, picking them up, using them and playing with them. I really felt that if you use them as a 4 or 5D fan, you were using them quite similar to probably the same speed as classic, because if you picked up 4 or 5 and you just pressed it down a little bit at the base, often it would just splay out, and it was quite easy to use. So I really liked them, and I did incorporate them in a few sets with classics just to fill in some gaps and add a little bit more volume. I think easy fans are definitely a nice way to make fans quickly, and just as a demonstration, I've also included other lashes that I've used and I do use that aren't easy fans. They're loose, but they fan really easy as well. So I think that if you find the right Russian volume lashes that fan easily, you fall in love with them. But those can be hard to find, and sometimes you find them and then you get a new tray and they're not working the same. So they don't always play ball, and I think we are constantly always adapting, because we'll have that one tray that we love and we'll pick up another tray and it's just not the same. Even though it's the same brand, everything seems the same, something's just not quite right. In saying that, I think that Easy Fans, if you pick them up correctly and you don't rip the glue or whatever it is that's holding it all together in the base, then you can have a very pretty, nice, small base on these, and they can look very natural on the client. There are a couple of things that I learned whilst using these fans. One was that if the fan was too big, then the base was very square. So you would have a quite large square base when you were dealing with probably like 10D fans or bigger. And so for me, because I'm so used to dipping the fan and then looking for that point, I had to get used to how do I use this because it's a square. Also, I found if I picked up the lashes too quick or incorrectly off of the strip, then I'd find whatever was holding those Easy Fans together at the base of the strip, that would tear or rip a little bit. So you have to be gentle in removing these Easy Fans so that the base stays in a nice, tidy type of formation. I often found removing them backwards, pulling them off of the strip backwards, meant that the base stayed really nice. In order to remove the amount of lashes which I wanted to fan from the strip, sometimes I would take the whole amount, and then other times I would clamp down on the chunk that I wanted. I would pull it forward so it was halfway off the strip, then I would adjust my tweezers down, and then I would remove it all the way off the strip. This is all trying to keep that base all nice and tidy so that I get the best adherence to the natural lash. Here is another example of some Easy Fans here by another brand. These ones here are 9mm, Sea Curl, and I wanted a comparison. Are these ones fanning as easily? Are they as easy to use? Are Renee's ones actually really super nice version of Easy Fans? I can only fairly say by comparing them to one other brand that her Easy Lashes do fan really easy, and they make a very, very pretty set. I'm not sure how other people are using them, whether they're making bigger fans or smaller fans or whatever they're doing. I really like these, and this is the overall result that I got. I actually went back to the person who I did the lashes on a week later to find out, hey, how are they faring? Are they doing pretty well? Are they falling off? What's the story? And the feedback was lasting great. So at the end of the day, I think that's what we really care about, is how do they last on our clients, and of course how they look. You can also blend these in with 2D, 3D. I've blended them in with 2D flats. I do show here how you make a pointed base with flat lashes. So you pick them up, make sure they're not crossing over, use your other tweezers to separate them if they are, dip them in the glue, and then I flick them on the side of my glue ring. I wear a glue ring. So I flick them, and I've shown you in slow motion here what happens. They kind of flick out and they come back together like a point. I am actually unsure how many people do this, and I don't actually know if it's something that's correct in doing. Like, when I say that, I mean, does this affect the glue structure? I don't know. Have I had retention issues with it? No, it seems to be okay, but in saying that, there is a groove along the flat lashes that is in the one lash to help just sit nicely on top of the natural lash. So I'm changing that at the base when I do 2D style flat lashes. And that's purely up to you whether you just want to incorporate your Easy Fans and one flat lash and do like a hybrid, or whatever you want to do. So there you go. So overall, I think Renee Owen's Easy Fan Lashes are a good quality Easy Fanned brand, and I do recommend that you try them out if you have been curious about Easy Fans, because they seem like a really nice quality Easy Fan for what they are. I hope this video helped you. I hope there's something you got out of this video, and I just want to say thank you to Renee Owen for letting me try her lashes. It's very exciting to try new products. I love it. She's such a wonderful lady and a very talented lash tech. Do find her on Instagram and give her a follow. And once again, thank you dreamers for watching another video of mine. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.